They're making friends up there.
PS22 from Staten Island featuring Coldplay will be on the stage. We're most excited about that. Look at them go.
There is so much.
Everyone should come to the middle and scream along.
There's so much energy out here. I know that, I mean, everyone's going to leave best friends by the end of today. There's 50,000 of us who want to make some new,
Let's keep it
connections.
cordial. All right, the countdown is on. The game is coming up. The day is just beginning. Have a wonderful day today. And let's hear it for the World Cup.
Let's make some noise for the World Cup. Come on. On the Global Citizen app to earn their ticket. You are not here by any simple feat. You made the effort towards education. Scan that QR code up there on the video board and check out the Global Citizen app. Give it up one more time for DJ Monopoly. And we are just a few moments away from closing ceremonies for the FIFA World Cup Final. And we are just about 30 minutes away from kickoff. So stay tuned, there's a lot more action coming on the pitch in just a few minutes.
Colombia, España, Argentina, España, Argentina, España.
Daddy Yankee. Mr. Worldwide. Playing skills. That's right. We're making it hot. We're making it hot. Dinero, dinero, no vamos a parar. We're making it hot. We're making it hot. Dinero, dinero, no vamos a parar.
dignity for the weak and the arms of the brave. To the ones we lost and the souls they saved. One thing unites us, and the best is yet to come. We know who we are and what must be done.
Despite the fury, the hope, the hate, if the devil rides, we will make him wait. Love is the law, and it's raging like a fire. You've got the ball, and you're driven by desire. Aim high, fly high, destiny's in front of you. You chase the sun and the world will run with you. Cuando el diablo nos mire, tendremos valor. A pesar de la furia y del rencor, nuestra ley es amor y arde como el fuego que veo. No habrá dolor porque ganamos con deseo. Aim high, fly high, destiny's in front of you. It's a beautiful game and the dream is coming true. It's life's in love with you. You chase the sun and the world will run with you. Feel the light of 7 billion eyes. We're justified, and it's our time. Feel the light of 7 billion eyes. We're justified, and it's our time.
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the world, please give a warm welcome to 2010 FIFA World Cup champion Andres Iniesta and 1978 FIFA World Cup champion Mario Kempes and Louis Vuitton ambassadors Hoyen and Carlos Alcaraz presenting the FIFA World Cup and its monogrammed canvas Louis Vuitton trophy truck. And now, please welcome acclaimed actor, producer, and global icon, Tom Cruise.
More than 30 days ago, 48 nations began a journey. They crossed oceans, they crossed borders, they crossed cultures. And together, they showed us why this game belongs to the world. From 3 countries across them, and from every corner of the globe, we have witnessed greatness. And we have shared in moments of joy, moments of hope, moments we will all never forget. Football is a language spoken without words. A force that unites people, that turns strangers into friends, and reminds us of what we all have in common. Today, only two teams remain. España y Argentina. But these stories belong to each and every one of us. To every nation, to every player, to every supporter, to every volunteer, to every dream carried on the pitch. So as we gather for one final chapter, let us celebrate a tournament that brought the world together. Let us celebrate each other. This is football. This is unity. And this is greatness.
That ceremony getting everyone even more excited for a match that's commanding the eyes of the world. Spain, Argentina, about to meet for the game's biggest prize.
Every 4 years, the world.
New York City, are we excited for the World Cup Finals? Let me hear you! Oh my goodness! All 50,000 of us right here in the greatest city in the world! Who's rooting for Argentina? And who's rooting for España? Let me hear you! Only in theatres this October. Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Alexi Lalas. Zlatan, what will be for you the ultimate difference today?
The one who does less mistake is gonna win and can keep those emotions intact, and that's the team that's gonna win.
A final thought, Thierry, from you? Look at that.
Memories, I'll be honest, I don't often say that, but I had the opportunity to be twice in the final of the World Cup. 2006, 98, 1-1, that's one. So guys, just enjoy it and make sure it counts.
this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Spain, performed by Spanish brass.
Favor de ponerse de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de España, interpretado por Spanish Brass.
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Argentina, performed by Maria Becerra.
Favor de continuar de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Argentina, interpretado por María Becerra. Si aprendemos los laureles que supimos conseguir, coronados de gloria, vivamos. Oh, juremos con gloria morir, oh, juremos con gloria morir, oh, juremos con gloria morir.
The moment is finally here. History is about to be made. Time to find out who wins it all. Kickoff with John Strong and Stu Holden is next. New York City, are we ready for kickoff? Let me hear you make some noise! You're just in time if you are just joining us for the FIFA Finals watch party right here in Central Park, brought to you by Global Citizen. But I gotta make sure we got everybody in the house, so I'm gonna need you guys to show me some energy. I'm gonna need you to get loud. I'm gonna need you to make some noise. Come on, New York City, let me hear you. That's not enough. That's not enough. So we're gonna put the decibel meter up on the video board. You guys gotta make this decibel meter go wild. So you gotta get as loud as you've gotten all day, right now. So let me hear you get loud. Let me hear you scream. And let me hear you make some noise. New York City, we are just moments away from kickoff. We are about to see World Cup football history be made today. Argentina could make back-to-back World Cups.
5 weeks and 104 matches later, all roads at this 2026 FIFA World Cup have led us here to New York, New Jersey Stadium in the glorious sunshine for the final of this biggest World Cup of all time between Spain and Argentina. Slavko Vincic, our referee, Masjid Zarkar, our video assistant referee. Hopefully they are not the lead story when all is said and done today. Hopefully it is these players we're going to take a look at right now.
And for a Spanish team coming into this tournament, They don't change for anybody. And they didn't make any changes from the semifinal to the final. Unai Simon in goal once again. Just one goal against. Kubarsi and Lamine Yamal, the teenagers, 19 years old, become the 4th and 5th players in history to start a World Cup final. Pedro Porro on the right-hand side, he'll get forward into the attack. Rodri in the middle of the field, everything runs through him. He is so important. And don't look past number 21, Oyarzabal has scored in every final that he has played in. On the other side for Argentina, no surprises, Emi Martinez. 8 starters in this lineup. Started the World Cup Final 4 years ago when they went on to win in Qatar. Can they do it again? They've gone with some experience. 3 changes from their semifinal against England. One of them, Rodrigo de Paul, comes in on the right-hand side. Montiel, the man who scored the winning penalty in that match, he starts at right fullback. And up front, alongside Lionel Messi, is Julian Alvarez. Messi becomes the 3rd man, the 2nd man to play in 3 World Cup Finals.
Think for just a moment about how many dream of being a part of a moment like this. And think about how few actually get there. Some get to do this multiple times, like him. Some are here for a 3rd time, like Lionel Messi. But what do you do when your dreams become a reality and you're actually in the moment you've thought about your whole life? Can you keep your calm? Can you hold your nerve? Can you do your job the way you've done it 1,000 times before, all the while trying to trick yourself into thinking this is just like any other game, when you know for a fact it is not just like any other game. It is the game that will be talked about first, the game that will be remembered the longest, the game that more so than all of the other you'll ever play and be a part of will define your legacy. Well, that's what we get to find out in the next 2 hours here with the New York skyline in the background, with 80,000 fans with us here in New Jersey, with billions more watching around the world. It's the 2026 FIFA World Cup Final. And it is underway. Spain, wearing red. Argentina, Lava Celeste in the stripes of white and sky blue. It was actually 2 years ago this week that Spain were crowned European champions in Berlin. Oyarzabal, as you mentioned, has a habit of scoring in finals. He scored the winner in that game, and it was only a couple of hours later we were in Miami to watch Argentina confirm themselves as the best team in the Western Hemisphere, as they won the Copa America final for a 2nd straight edition, either side of winning the last World Cup. And so for those 2 years, these 2 teams have been on a collision course. They were supposed to play in March. World events intervened and kept that game from happening in the Middle East. And so now here they are facing off in the sunshine in the World Cup final with history and legacy and everything else at stake. And so part of the question is, given that this is for all intents and purposes the first time these 2 teams as constructed ever played, how do we expect this game to look? And while it's not scorching hot, it is warm down there, and there is no shade. How will the conditions affect the game?
Spain, as you would expect, starting with the ball, possessing the field, spreading the field out. Argentina have been trying, at least in the early stages here, to try to man-to-man mark, but already you can see the unpredictability in the movement. It's so fluid for Spain, opening the field up, although there's a turnover and there's an early foul. I do think in the early parts of this game, Argentina are going to want to try to disrupt that flow, not let Spain feel comfortable with the ball. So they're not going to be passive, they're going to step up. They too can possess the ball, but a couple early things I was noticing. Spain trying to overload the right side through Dani Olmo. And now we get the first look at Argentina in possession, and here we go, just feeling each other out. Emi Martinez just standing on the ball, trying to survey how this Spanish team is going to press. The 3rd of their attacks have started in the opponent's half.
You feel the nutmeg of Pedro Porro. And Julian Alvarez will cycle it around. Friendly in the spring of 2018. Lionel Messi did not play in that game. It was a blowout win for Spain. But none of the players for Spain on that day are a part of this team. Space out there on the far side for Gonzalo Montiel, who had the winning kick in the penalty shootout of the last final. One of the lineup changes today for Argentina. Simone, who has already set a record, 6 shutouts at this tournament. No goalkeeper's ever done that at a single men's World Cup. No team has ever done that at a single men's World Cup. And Slavko Vincic was on top of that one. A little bit of a tangle there between Montiel and Alex Baena.
Yeah, Montiel's actually trying to say that Baena was pulling him down to the ground. Top of the screen. He's absolutely correcting that. So the thing you saw there was Argentina stepping up and all goes back. It's their cue to try to really squeeze the game up a little bit and put Spain and Luis de la Fuente's team under some pressure.
Luis de la Fuente is a remarkable coach. He was coach of the youth national teams. And then since the end of the last World Cup, a coach of this team. This is his 7th final he's taken a team to. He's won titles in the European Championships. That was deflected.
From Emi Martinez and a turnover.
He's got Argentina back on their heels. Damage launched by Enzo Fernandez.
Coming to life before I thought it might. The way the first couple of minutes went, it was just slow possession, and that's what to expect now. Is a game where there's control, there's ebbs and flows, and then if the defense breaks open or there is a mistake in a ball that bounces, it'll bring the tempo up. Spain seemed to really like this right side with Lamine Yamal, almost floating out here. I think they like the matchup of trying to find him getting 1v1.
The center back going to go back out wide by him. Andre, the Spanish captain. Back in the ball again, MVP of the European Championship run 2 years ago, the best player in the world later that year. Just the better part of the year falling with the torn ACL, but he is very much back to being the best at that position in the world. Sweep it backwards here for Spain. As you see, the Spaniards have not lost any of their last 37 games in all competitions. Dates back more than 2 years. It's level with Italy's all-time European record. Which was ended incidentally by Spain. It's a giveaway at the back to Messi. Rides the bump there, Julian Alvarez. And he's done the turn to the end of it. And Maria holds it in for Spain. Floro. He's going to get back to that. He's still as a result, didn't get the benefit of the referee's whistle.
I think you're right. He stayed down, but then even he smelled an opportunity here. This is your right back, once again up in the attack. He took a bump off the ball, actually don't think it was enough initially. So that was a smart play by him to try to get up and take advantage of that opportunity. But just watch us Spain are in possession. Triangles all over the field. Connectivity. The guy drops, another guy fills the space. The way they're spreading this field is so far already difficult for Argentina to defend, to get hold of the ball. It almost turned over there.
Just takes the bump there from Lamine Yamal.
The challenge that Argentina are going to have, especially early on in the game, where Spain had a lot of intensity and energy. So we're going to look back at the Messi chance where he's in behind. And to your point, look at Unai Simone's positioning right now. He's far off his goal. He actually thought maybe Julian Alvarez was going to shoot. You're not typically playing balls over the top to Messi at 39 years old these days. He wants it to his feet. Great recognition. Now watch this touch. Off the foot and deflects it the other way. And then still Emi Martinez is able to stretch out his legs so close to the opening goal. He hasn't had a marquee game yet, Lamine Yamal. He's got a goal. He's built his way into this tournament. And it just feels in a game like this, you're going to look to guys like Messi, like Lamine Yamal, to be a difference maker.
Fuente has said multiple times in multiple ways this tournament, you just have to let Lamine be Lamine. Don't compare him to Messi. Don't compare him to Maradona. As he said before the semifinal, we are convinced his great World Cup day is still to come. For the first time today, a little bit of an errant pass as you see the President of the United States. A little hard to see with the glare of the lights in front of him, but you've got the President of FIFA that looks like Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, the World Cup winner. He was giving his greetings here. The King of Spain is in attendance. The President of Argentina is not, and he said that was very intentional. He's superstitious. He's watching this game the same place, the same spot in the presidential residence that he watched the others wearing the same coat as well.
As we said, it's religion to so many people around the world. The way they follow their national team, how they live and breathe on every single kick of the ball.
Gonzalez trying to pressure there on Poro as well to recover the second ball. There's a little bit of a swirling breeze as you can see the field's in full sunshine. It's a little bit of a beaten up field. They've not played a game here in 2 weeks to try to let it heal as much as possible for this final, as Yamal can't keep that one in play. Is this what you were expecting first 10 minutes?
Yeah, these are the two best teams in the tournament, feeling each other out right now, trying to execute their tactical plans, trying to get the rhythm of the game as well. That was one thing I said about Spain. Look, they're going to have the ball. It was what were Argentina going to do to try to combat that and try to disrupt that? They tried to press. Now they're sitting back a little bit deeper in their defensive set. And that's what Spain do to you. They have the ability to use the ball and move you around and deflate that type of enthusiasm that Argentina started with.
Switch looking for Baena. Teal battling the sun in his eyes there as that one came down. There's Rodri now. Correa making a big run inside. Comes to Fabian Ruiz. He'll hook this one, and Oyarzabal let it go. It's clipped off the heel of Lisandro Martinez, and it's the first corner kick of the game for either side.
A lot of conversations going on right now in the back for Argentina. I think they're getting stretched too much in the middle of the field. And that's because you've got two center midfielders, McAllister and Enzo Fernandez, and they're looking around, and there's 3 or 4 red shirts. And then they get stretched, the gaps open up, then Spain hit the other side, and then there's bodies crashing the box. And they're trying to figure out that relationship and that balance between getting drawn out of their shape, and now they're going to have to defend the first corner of the game.
You can see the way that breeze kind of swirling around the stadium bowl, scribbling the players' shirts. That's Baena to take. Now swinging ball. It's going to be brought down by Dani Olmo, but poked away the second chance by Romero. Held in by Spain. They're trying to reset for Lamine Yamal. Turned 19 on Monday. Baena has the cross blocked down. Here's the teenager Yamal again, just going to shepherd it out. He was completing his high school exams when he was winning the Euros 2 years ago, Lamine Yamal. He has become a global star in Barcelona. He joined Kylian Mbappe and Pele, not just as winning the World Cup as a teenager, but as being the star in doing so. Marco Garcia on the ball here as well is also a teenager. First time in history a team has started 2 teenagers in a World Cup final.
It's pretty amazing. you think about the occasion, and even for Kubarsi, who's on the ball now, he's just kind of glided under the radar a little bit. As the 19-year-old has played every minute for Spain, has not looked out of place for a single second, just so composed.
At a position as well, you tend to think about veteran experience more than youth at this level. Won the wrestling match with Uyazabo there. He still hasn't really gotten on the ball except for that one brief moment.
But he won't be too worried. That's the way he plays these days for Argentina. So many people say, I was walking around the field. He's not involved in the game. He's not involved in the game until he needs to be involved in the game. And that's in the attacking part of the field. You don't really want him chasing around, trying to win the ball back against this Spanish team as there's the first
big tackle by McAllister and Danielmo. The first big decision for Slavko Vincic of Slovenia to make. Very, very experienced referee, especially in high-stakes, high-emotion games.
I actually expected this a little bit earlier in the game. So I'm okay with that not being yellow yet. That's because look how the contact of the foot didn't look like it was extended and caught him on the ankle. But that's Argentina setting the tone. That they don't like really how the first 15 minutes of this game have gone.
There was indeed no yellow card for that. Up to his feet, and the Spanish bench was furious that there was not a card. Will Ferrell in attendance here. Former coach like De La Fuente, just at a different level. Williams in the building here in New Jersey as it goes long, too long for Oyasabo. 4 hour played to the final of the 23rd FIFA World Cup. Spain, the best defensive team here. Argentina, the best attacking team, at least through the semifinal. Those numbers got skewed a bit yesterday between France and England.
What you're hearing now is the Argentine fans also recognizing the moment where their team is a little bit of a lift. That comes from the tackle.
And then Messi takes the immediate hit from behind from Alex Baena. Maybe his second touch of the game so far.
They're not going to let him have space either. And this is a part with Messi as well. He still does and will always possess an aura, but so many of these players came through La Masia and idolized Lionel Messi. And it's hard to say that about fellow professionals, and you're looking across the way, but this is a god to so many people. And now you're facing him in a World Cup final. So they're going to put a lick on him as well, and not just going to bow down, that's for sure.
Rodrigo de Paul has spent a lot of his career playing in Spain, one of a number of Argentine players with a lot of professional experience in Spain. To take this free kick, would clip it into the back post, just too far in the end.
It almost finds Gonzalez, who was an interesting inclusion. This is his first start of the tournament. He's been a guy that's brought a spark off the bench. But this is what Lionel Scaloni does. He's done this throughout all his tenure in Argentina. Moving players around, changing tactics, changing formations, going for the right players for the right moments. And typically, he's always had the answers. First time we need him all 1v1.
What a touch that was by Yamal to bring it down to Tagliafico, waiting for support. Martinez. But keep in mind, he's been playing this whole tournament with a broken finger on his right hand. And look at the way he catches this ball. It's kind of one-handed still.
Oh, what a touch, too. Just cushions that ball, watching it all the way over his shoulder, and then gets to take you on. And those are situations Argentina absolutely want to avoid.
Simone under some pressure there from Alvarez's hard right. He hears it from the Argentine fans. Going long, there's Nico Gonzalez. They bounce up the shoulder, it's going to fall godly for him. He's got Alvarez in the center, and that was a last ditch, had to be right tackle from Pedro Paul. Tagliafico flying in, trying to break that play up the other way. It's going to be a free kick for Spain. Now it's Argentina's turn to leap all up off their bench and yell at the referee.
A couple of second balls and bodies flying into each other. Taliafico throwing his body straight into Lamine Yamal. This was the one from Gonzalez. He's not even looking at the ball. Perfectly controls it off the back of his shoulder. And then, as you said, he was almost in. But the ball bounced straight to Pedro Porro as Julian Alvarez was wide open in the middle. I do agree with what Zlatan said as well. Games like this, the team that can make the least mistakes ends up being the one that can win. And you're seeing a little bit of that. The team's playing a little bit cautious. You don't want to open up. You want to try to find advantages to take advantage of them. But right now, you're not seeing a team give anything away.
We're there on the far side between Romero and Baena. Pressure there from Olmo. That's going to be a free kick for Argentina as he came diving in off the throw in there. So Fernandez is down.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot in that. He's trying to play the ball too. It's a foul, but it's nothing more. Although Enzo Fernandez is selling it as more. This is all